Okay guys, welcome back to day 15. Yeah. Today I'm gonna pick up where I hinted at yesterday, which is I'm gonna talk about the day, or not really the day, but when I first, not necessarily introduced Chrissy to someone from my family, but I finally at least let someone know. If you're confused about what I mean, it's that, I was still very hesitant at telling anyone. In 2009, I like to I like to joke that I was in a mindset of I was never gonna let anyone in my family know about Chrissy until we got engaged, which was, just a joke. But you know what I like. I've said this time and time again through these videos. I was very, I guess you could say I was very protective of Chrissy. And in hindsight, I really shouldn't have been, because I know that my family probably would have treated her pretty well if I had, introduced her to them. But in 2009, I was very scared of doing that. I guess in the sense of, I was afraid of them gossiping behind my back about this, when I really shouldn't have been. I know it sounds silly, but what you have to realize is that up to then, and even until recently, I was a very private person. I didn't like showing off very many aspects of my life to even people close to me. I mean, even though by the end of that year, I had known Chrissy for a while, there were a lot of things that I still never told her about, because I was, in essence, I was my own best friend back then. I still kind of am now, but I'm a lot more open. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. I tried to remember exactly what day I first told my cousin, which is who I told that I was dating Chrissy. But I can't remember the specific date. I know it is towards the end of the year, which is why I'm doing it now. But I want to say it's sometime in November, which will put it perfectly in this timeline. But anyway, so like I said, it was after the two of us had almost got caught by my dad, where I'm just like, maybe even if it's not any, members of my immediate family, if I don't tell my mom, my dad, or my brother, I have to tell someone, because, I thought back to when Chrissy and I had almost broken up, and how I had no one at all to talk to. And I was like, I don't want that to happen again. If I ever need something, I need someone to fall back to, just in case. Even if I didn't want to, I wanted that option. So the reason I chose my cousin, who I won't name, but if you I guess ironically, if you're part of my family, you can already guess who it is. Before 2009, I want to say, he started dating someone himself. And, I had kind of gotten to know his girlfriend at the time. And, I was like, every time I saw them at our parties, and I was like, they were the two that made me think, maybe this isn't a bad idea for me to eventually show off Chrissy to someone in my family, to make it, if you want to use a funny term, to make it Facebook official before I was really on Facebook too much. Which, that's a different subject completely. I can get to that in another day. But anyway, so like I said, it was around the end of the year, and I was just like, I don't remember exactly how I said. I think basically I said it along the lines of, you're not the only one in this family, with a new girlfriend, ish. I guess new-ish. And it's funny because he was just like, that's cool. And as the rest of the year went by, it's weird because it's like, it did, even though I never physically introduced Chrissy to anyone, or to him, at least, to them, it still felt like it was a load off on my mind because I didn't have to just keep it bottled up completely. I could at least say some little tidbit whenever, And like I said, I finally did have some kind of an option, even if I wasn't going to use it, which in the jump to the future I never did. I never needed to, I never wanted, I should say, to talk about me and Chrissy. It was, I guess it eased my mind that I had something, that I had someone to talk about something with her, about her. And I don't know, it just, I like to think that, as weird as it sounds, that was the turning point of me starting to kind of open up as a person. In the sense that when I did that, when I was able to say that, to go up to one of my family members and be like, I'm dating this girl, which is, I know it does sound weird, but it is definitely kind of a major breakthrough if you really know me as a person. Ever since then, it has definitely started to change. It definitely started to change me up to the point of now where I am just pretty. I try to be as open as I can with people. I'm still not all the way there, in a sense. I'm not. I try to be as friendly as I can, and I try to be as open as I can with people. But I am definitely, I believe, a lot better now than I was back then. In the sense that back in 2009, that was very hard for me to do, to even just tell someone in my family that I had a girlfriend, whereas I like to think in today's terms it wouldn't be that big of a deal, and it definitely wouldn't take me very long to tell anyone. But yeah, that's about it for today. I know it's going to be a little short, but not all of these videos need to be like, what am I hitting, like 12-13 minutes every day. But yeah, some days are obviously going to be shorter than others, and some might be longer. Just wait till you get to the end. The ends are going to be really long. But anyway, getting too far ahead of myself. If you've been watching this since the beginning, thank you very much. I know it's been 2 weeks, and I have three more weeks to go, ish. And if you've been along if you're going along for the ride, then I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you know someone that might enjoy this story, definitely share. Yeah, thanks for watching again. And until next time, see ya.